Noah Gonzalez, Toby Aribi, Justin Beeker, and Hakeem Bird. 3, Vucinic, Tomley, Kohler, Burris, the starting 5 for Weber State. And we are off and running here in St. George, Utah. Weber State in their black jersey trimmed in purple. Utah Tech, white, trimmed in red. Trailblazers come out in the man-to-man, starting things off. They get it down to Vucinic, working on Aribi. And we've got a turnover right off the bat on the first possession. So it'll be Trailblazer basketball.
Well, for Utah Tech, it's a great way to start. If you can get a defensive stop to begin the game, that's good energy. You can see the bench into it now offensively. Find a way to get into your rhythm, get your shooters some shots.
That's Toby Aribi with the basketball, the Hakeem Bird, number 8. Again, Wildcats. That's kind of a matchup zone they're trying to run there, Mike. And that's Tennessee Rainwater. Good defense by Weber State. Still scoreless. 40 seconds gone by here in Burns Arena. Inside Kohler, can't get it to drop, and Toby Aribi comes down with the rebound. Up ahead to Noah Gonzalez. Saturday in Logan became the all-time three-point shooter in Utah Tech history. He now has 168 career threes. Misses that one, though. Both teams, after a minute of play, kind of trying to feel their way through it here. Inside, shot is blocked away by Aribi.
Good shot fake.
There's Toby for 3. Got it, Toby Aribi. 3-0 Utah Tech.
Love that shot fake dribble. Draws the defense right there. Great teamwork. Good two-man game. Shot fake, driving kick.
Toby's now 5 for 13 from beyond the arc this year. 3-0 Utah Tech. That's 3. He is the threat here for the Wildcats. 3 ball on the other side, off the mark. And we've got, nope, just out of bounds. So it'll be Weber State basketball. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Eric Duff in his 3rd season head coach for Weber State. He spent 16 years as an assistant to Randy Ray. John Judkins, of course, the head coach, 20th season here at Utah Tech. He's the winningest collegiate coach in Utah, the state of Utah history. 5 on the shot clock, stolen away by Beeker. Up ahead to Gonzalez. Noah inside, and he's fouled. He's going to have to earn it at the free throw line.
Strong take again. Utah Tech creating offensive opportunities with great defense, doing a very good job early rebounding the game, or rebounding defensively, get the ball out and run.
Nigel Burns with his first team foul on either team. Noah's a 77% free throw shooter. Has one more coming. Two for 2 for Noah. 5-0 Trailblazers out in front. Just over 2 gone here in the first half in St. George, Utah, Burns Arena. Trailblazers, Mike, have been playing a lot of zone on that road trip, but they start out in a man-to-man right now. Burris inside, blocked away by, I believe, Aribi. Here come the Trailblazers. Beeker, he's been on a streak lately. Can't get that one to drop. Aribi tips it out to Justin. And Trailblazers get it again. Aribi, another 3. That's off the mark. I don't think Judkins was happy with that shot selection.
Well, they had a chance to run their offense a little bit. Weber State's been great doing that. They get into their sets. You can see the ball moving side to side, a little bit patient. They've yet to knock down a shot, but they've had good looks.
Coming into the game is Miguel Tomley, a 39% three-point shooter, and he busts the first one.
All it takes is one good look, right? Get that confidence going.
Gonzalez along the baseline, stop and pop for 15, good. Noah G, first bucket, he has 4 points. 7-3 Trailblazers.
Nice step back. Wow. He's feeling it.
Does it again.
Yeah, Tomley, I mean, he's an outside threat. You can see once you get him going, Utah Tech's got to find a way to have him put the ball on the ground a little bit, because catch and shoot, he's too dangerous.
Toby, great position, blows the layup. Oh, he had great position, couldn't finish it off. Tomley has all 6 of Weber State's points. Inside, Vucinic, his first bucket, and the Wildcats have their first lead, 8-7.
It's a great post-up play. Just get the guy the ball and let Vucinic go to work.
You can see what teams are doing on Noah, not giving him any space whatsoever. But he takes it inside. That's what you have to do. Noah Gonzalez now has 6. 6 of the Trailblazers 9. They're going to overplay and get right in your grill. That's the best way to have them back off, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
We got a foul on Tennessee Rainwater. And we got a timeout on the floor. 15-11 left. Trailblazers out in front of the Wildcats, 9-8 here in the first half.
At Domino's, 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas give you 34 million different flavor combinations for just $6.99 each. But when you add on 8 dip cup flavors, every single bite is a new combination. Add a dip cup when you mix and match tonight at Domino's.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It's your job to stock the city, restaurants and rooftops, bars and basements. Every corner store. And when it gets tough, you stay driven. Give it all you got, going nonstop with 20 stops. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
What is sport? It's more than fast footwork and pushing through pain. Goes beyond the gym. Through city streets onto the stage. Ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everything.
Three of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 for Weber State. 2 of those three-pointers by Tomley coming in off the bench and lighting it up early.
Yeah, early on, it's like a Tomley-Noah Gonzalez one-on-one game. Both guys 6 points apiece. You're seeing a great matchup there. A couple of scores getting it done for their respective teams. For Tomley, 2 for 2. Those shots have just come within the offense where he's been very good. For Noah, he's had to work for it, right? Like he's off the dribble. He's had to penetrate a little bit. Weber State doing a very good job of making it uncomfortable for Noah on the outside, but nonetheless still shooting 2 for 3. Yet to hit a three-pointer from downtown, 0 for 1. But again, very aggressive, getting to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Watching that matchup coming out of this timeout. Here's where you have both coaches making their first in-game adjustment. It'll be interesting to see which route they go.
So there you see Coach Eric Duff in his 3rd season, 42-33 as head coach of Weber State. So an extra long timeout as the officials are over at the scorer's table, Mike, and I don't know exactly what they're looking at. Didn't look like there was any sort of a flagrant foul on Rainwater. He had a Wildcat come across the lane and he tagged him, but it didn't look anything egregious.
I'm guessing that they're looking at maybe a 2 versus a 3. You know, was it that last three-pointer was a toe on the line, that type of thing? I don't think there was anything physical that they'd be looking at. But maybe
Well, they're sure taking their time.
They are. I mean,
it's
they're
a long time here trying to figure something out.
Yeah, it's got to be like the last, that last three-pointer move. Was it 2 or 3?
The officials tonight, Brett Smith, Mark Schnurr, and Brent Hampton. Now we're going to get a clarification. All right, Mike, what did you learn?
The clock stopped during a live ball, so they were just making sure that the time was correct.
So they took 9 seconds off the clock. We have 15:02 left. And the foul was on Tennessee Rainwater. That's his first team foul on Utah Tech. Cutler is in for the first time. Declan Cutler, 6'9" freshman out of Vancouver. He's wearing number 15. And also Viliami Vartiainen. And he puts up the shot and good. So the 6'6" off out of Finland. Vartiainen on the board, right off the bench. 10-9, Weber State out in front.
There was not much time left for that. He got that just in time with the shot clock hit 0.
Stone Hutchings in for the first time, number 23. And we got a traveling on Aribi before he got the pass away. But Stone Hutchings had a career high 8 points in 10 minutes versus Utah State last Saturday in Cache Valley. So he's played well on this 8-game road trip, and Juddy felt like he deserves some more playing time. And he's strong, he's physical too, especially with Beon Riley out. Tomley again, he's human, Mike. He missed one.
That's still catch and shoot. You know, make him put it on the deck and dribble a little bit.
Beaker's averaged 13 points, 4 assists in the last 5 games. There's one assist right there to Toby Aribi. Toby now has 5 points, and Trailblazers back out on top by a point.
Much better ball movement there for Utah Tech, going side to side, extra passes, a little bit more patience paid off.
Inside is Threet, and he's fouled. He'll try to go and make it a 3-point play. Justin Beaker picks up his first. But speaking of Beaker, there was after the opener against Oregon State, 4-game stretch where he averaged only 4 points a game. But since then, he's averaged double figures in about every game. He's 13 points and 4 assists in the last 5. Threet converts the 3-point play. His first bucket and points of the ball game. And Kohler will take a seat. Be interesting to see how his ankle holds up after missing the game at North Dakota. Coming in for Kohler will be Nigel Burns. And Trevor Henning, 6'4" freshman out of North Bend, Washington, checks in. He's number 6. Gonzalez, strong to the hoop, no. But there's the tip in by Toby Aribi. Boy, Aribi's really off to a hot start. He has 7 points, 7 of the 13 for Utah Tech. We're tied at 13. Threet inside, double team, blocked by Beaker. Still plenty of time on the shot, 15. Burris inside to Cutler. He hits the deck, body's on the floor, and Noah comes away with it. Up ahead to Hakeem Bird. Hutchings dumps off to Beaker. Good defense by Burris. Got to get out of there before a 3-second call. 15 on the shot clock. Wildcats kind of dropping off into a zone, and that's really causing Utah Tech some problems. Noah Gonzalez at the buzzer of the shot clock. Noah G for another 3. He now has 9 points, and that's his career number 169 3-pointer, and that's number 1 in Utah Tech history.
We talk about the difference between patience and good defense. I think that was a really good defense by Weber State. It just ended with that lapse and missing that shooter in Noah Gonzalez.
Off the miss, Burris comes down with a rebound. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Timeout on the floor. 11:54 left here in the first half.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate.
Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob?
Worse, without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
11:54 left here in the first half in St. George, Utah. Utah Tech out in front of Weber State, 16-13. Weber State shooting 50% from the floor. On the season, they're averaging 40%. Meanwhile, Weber State nearly 42% field goals, and on the year, they're averaging 45. So it's a good sign for John Judkins, as he said, they've got to make shots. Got to make shots and box out, because they don't have the size if they don't make the shots.
That's right, and it's only 2 guys, right? Noah Gonzalez and Toby Aribi, only guys in the scoring column for Utah Tech.
3 ball right down the barrel is off the mark, and it's Utah Tech basketball. In for the first time for Utah Tech is Sammy Howland. He has played sparingly the last 3 or 4 games.
It's nice to see Hakeem Bird in the game, too. You're going to see that pace change for Utah Tech. Just get out and go style.
Weber State in a man-to-man. That's Howland down on the left block. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. And the shot clock is stopped, and the clock is stopped, and they haven't spotted it yet. The clock has been stopped. 3 ball is good, and now they're going to stop the clock. Noah Gonzalez right down the barrel, his second 3 of the night. He has 12, and they're having an issue with the shot clock, or the clock system here. It was stuck on 11:36 for about 15 seconds.
Yeah, and the official knew it. He let him play. I love that about it.
Yeah.
Let him play a little bit, got that shot off, right? Because, I mean, Coach Judkins was already frustrated. Could you imagine taking a crucial 3-pointer away? That was a big bucket at a big time. But, again, they're going to have to get that sorted out, because you don't want this kind of stoppage. It just disrupts the flow, disrupts the styles for both teams. So hopefully they can get that fixed.
Hey, it's V Week at ESPN when we partner with the V Foundation to highlight the urgent need for cancer research. This is a game-changing research that helps save lives. You can join the fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research. All right, we're getting word from the official saying we don't know why it's stopping, but it keeps stopping. But what we do know, Mike, it's 19-13, Utah Tech. Trailblazers on an 8-0 run the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds, or however long that is with the clock stopping.
Right. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, because both teams were just starting to find a rhythm, right? That's going to disrupt that just a little bit. When you look at it, both teams, again, shooting percentage for Weber State, only 2 of 6 for downtown. Utah Tech, 3 of 6. Everything else looks very, very even. 7 rebounds apiece. The style of play has been about the same. Not many adjustments needed. We're in for a great basketball game here.
Weber State coming in at 4-6, Utah Tech 2-9. But it's been a gauntlet of a schedule, especially road games for Utah Tech. So they wanted to go back and make sure that Noah got the shot off in time. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
And they did. About 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
4 seconds.
Trailblazers come out with a little full court press here. First time we've seen that by either team tonight. And the Wildcats able to break it.
Size advantage right there. Hakeem Bird playing post defense.
3 from the corner. And Stone Hutchings comes down with the rebound, his first rebound of the night. Trailblazers have 6 assists on 7 made shots.
That's effective.
$10 on the shot clock for the Trailblazers. That's Beaker. He'll try it inside, and traveling call. That's turnover number 2. Trailblazers lead the WAC conference turnovers, only 11 per game, so they've done a nice job protecting the basketball. Tennessee Rainwater comes in, and Hunter Skank, freshman out of Weber High School, number 1, checks in for the first time. And he had a really nice game, 3 for 3 in that game against Boise State. Didn't play much Saturday in Logan. 3 takes it inside. No good. Howland with a rebound. Gonzalez thought about the 3. Skank loves to shoot. He's not shy. Bird, the little scoop, good. Oh, what a play by the little guy, Hakeem Bird.
Just found his way to get around those defenders. He's just so slick when he gets inside there, and what great touch to finish.
He's done that a couple of times, just cups the ball and just reaches out and flips it up, underhand. Howland knocks the ball out of bounds. Uribe coming back in. Sammy will head to the bench.
Well, with that Hakeem Bird bucket, that extends that Utah Tech run to 10-0 over the last 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Weber State scoreless, shooting just 1 of 7.
Kohler, 5 seconds on the shot. Wildcats got to hurry. 3 will pop with 1 second left. Good. Oh, what a shot by Blaze 3. That's his second bucket. He has 5. And the lead is 6 for Utah Tech. And that stops a nearly 4-minute drought for Weber State. Little pick and roll. They lose the basketball, and here comes Tomley. He'll take it all the way inside, rolls it up and in. Tomley now 8 points. That's his first 2-point shot.
Again, Weber State doing a very good job of capitalizing on the Utah Tech miscue. That time just getting that turnover and going. It's Utah Tech's 3rd turnover of the game.
Inside, Skank, shot blocked away. Toby gets the basketball back, loses it out of bounds. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Bird, a little stop and pop. Rolls off the front of the iron.
Another good stop for Weber State, defending the out of bounds underneath. Utah Tech typically really good at those plays and their execution.
And a foul on Skank on the dribble drive. Tomley was going down the right baseline. So Hunter will pick up his first. And that's the 3rd team foul on Utah Tech. Threet will trigger the inbound on the right side of his hoop. Tomley. Skank may have got away with a hit on the elbow. Here comes Noah. Boy, good defense by Burris. Just cut him off at the pass. But Noah will stop and pop and rolls off the side. Here comes Threet. Trailblazers hit a little bit of cold spell now. Nearly 2 minutes without a point. Threet bumps into Tennessee, and then Tennessee fouls him. And Juddy wants a shoulder and an elbow into the chest. And Mike, I think he's got a point.
That's just good backyard basketball, right?
That was a physical hoop. Let's see right there. Boom.
Contact.
I tell you what, if you're going to let that go, let it go. And then Tennessee picked up his second foul, I do believe. Yep, that's number 2 on Rainwater. So Threet going to the free throw line. 1 for 1 tonight. He's a 73% free throw shooter on the year. One more coming. So Rainwater with 2 fouls will hit the bench. Hutchings comes back in. Beaker comes back in for Bird. Kohler in for Weber State. 1 for 2 on that trip by Threet. He now has 6. And it's a 3-point Utah Tech lead, 21-18. Well, they're playing some tight defense out on the perimeter, not letting Utah Tech have anything. But Hutchings gets free in the corner, and he nails the 3. Stone Hutchings, only his second three-pointer of the year. He's now 2 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Weber State switching every screen, Rod. They're switching, and that time they got a little bit off the rotation on the roll. Great ball movement by Utah Tech to hit the roll man and then kick it to the open shooter. That's his textbook offense.
Burris over Stone. That's a tough shot. Spinning the opposite way. That's Burris' first bucket of the night. 4-point Utah Tech lead.
He thought about it. Toby wanted that three-pointer.
Little backdoor to Noah. Blocked away by Chu, who just checked in, but Stone gets it back and puts it up and in. Hutchings sticking with it as Alex Chu, 6'11" senior out of England, just checked in, and he went right at him. Ooh. And let's see who they're going to call this on. And we may want to check that one out. They're going to call a foul on Utah Tech. Timeout on the floor. 6:40 left. Trailblazers out in front by 6.
At Domino's, 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas give you 34 million different flavor combinations for just $6.99 each. But when you add on 8 dip cup flavors, every single bite is a new combination. Add a dip cup when you mix and match tonight at Domino's.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It's your job to stock the city. Restaurants and rooftops, bars and basements. Every corner store. And when it gets tough, you stay driven. Give it all you got, going nonstop with 20 stops. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
What is sport? It's more than fast footwork and pushing through pain. Goes beyond the gym. Through city streets onto the stage. Ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everything.
All right, here's the foul before the break. Keep your eye on the top left-hand corner, Stone Hutchings.
Loose ball.
Especially after they let the shoulder go into the chest, and then that is called. Wow. Juddy wasn't too happy with that one. But it is the first foul on Stone, 15 foul on Utah Tech. Only one foul on Weber State. 10 on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Tomley just nails Skank, and they don't call the screen. And that was right in front of Judkins. They're not too happy with the stripes tonight so far, Mike.
I think Juddy's just a few more calls for bringing the foot stomp back.
Yeah, that foot stomp, man. Good thing he's got nice padding on those shoes. That was about a Jerry Sloan stomp right there. And we got double dribble on Toby. That's just good pressure by Threed out on the perimeter.
Yeah, well, they were denying Hunter Skank. He's got to go get the ball, right? He can't allow that much space to allow the defense to make it hard. He's just got to go get it. And give Weber State credit. They did a fantastic job. Ball pressure coming out of that defensive set now. If they can get some offense rolling, still down 2 possessions.
Bird comes in. Gonzalez takes a breather. He won't be out long. Threed tried to lob it inside to Chu and stolen away by Toby. Bird on the other end. Underneath to Aribi. Blocked away by Kohler and a foul.
That's good hands by Toby to get that initial pass. Hakeem left it for him, but he left it low. Rod, you know as much as anybody. You got a big guy rolling like that. Throw it up to the rim, let him go get it. Those passes down around the knees, ankles, that's hard for a big guy to handle, especially on the run. So great hands there by Aribi to get the ball and then find a way to finish.
Toby's got 2 free throws, 57% free throw shooter on the year. A little hard on that one. That's only the second team foul on the Wildcats. And they're going to call a foul on Martianen. 1 for 2 for Toby. He has 8. Gonzalez leads all scorers with 12, couple of threes. He now has 170 career three-pointers as the count continues for the three-point king here in St. George. Nice spin move by Chu, blocked away from behind by Toby. Toby's on the floor, got hit in the face. Kohler from 15, and they're going to stop that shot for Toby down on the floor. And if I were Coach Eric Duft, I would not be happy with them stopping play before the play finished out.
Yeah, Weber State got a great look. They knocked down the shot, and Toby was still laying on the ground.
Yeah.
I think the official just saw the way he was moving.
And only 6 seconds on the shot clock. He got hit in the head, in the face, and he's getting a look-see there. Let's see.
No blood.
Good block on Chu, and then, the elbow. They may want to look at this because that was not a basketball play, really. Wasn't going up to shoot, wasn't going after the ball. Just had his elbows up. Wasn't intentional, but Toby's face got in the way of that elbow. That's too bad. He's off to a great start. 8 points and 3 of 5 shooting. 5 rebounds already for Aribi. Hopefully he'll be able to go. But they're at the scorers table checking this out. Mike, this might be some sort of a flagrant foul.
It's a great block there by Toby. And then
Yeah, I mean, that's...
elbows high.
I've seen flagrants called for a lot less.
Yeah.
So...
I think, given the fact that he's looking at the ball, like he's watching the ball, so I think his concentration is on the ball. He just had his
hands
arms
up there, and at the last moment he did move it back. But that's what you do when you box out, but not around the head. So you'll see him right there, Kohler. He kind of like is pushing him off. Yeah. So if I were gonna venture out to guess, I'd say this would be some sort of a flagrant. Free throws and the ball back.
It's interesting how you want to become a body language expert as you watch the officials.
Yeah. Here we go.
beyond.
I'm looking for the reaction from Coach Duff, see if he agrees with it or not. Oh, I saw one of the coaches just turn away in disgust. So, still haven't had the call yet. Wow. They're just going to put 10 seconds back on the clock. No foul whatsoever.
Yeah, play on.
Wow. Okay, I'm shocked at that one, Mike.
Play on.
Tomley, good. Man, he's got a pretty shot, doesn't he?
He does. He's very good catch and shoot that time, just a little bit off the dribble. He's creative, and he's been a good spark for this Weber State early on, leading them with 8 points, 3 of 6.
Trailblazers with a 5-point lead. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Sammy Howland back in, sets a screen for Beaker, nothing there. Britton Barrett checks in. He'll quickly launch a 3 off the mark. And that's what they want Barrett to do. They got to have Britton hit the three-pointer. That's what he was brought in here to do, but he's only 7 for 34 on the year. He needs to find his shot. Vucinic on the left block, trying to work down Sammy Howland. Back out to Tomley. He's dangerous. Right on line, a little hard, but it's tracked down by Vucinic.
It's 4th offensive rebound for Weber State.
Tomley to crossover and forces Beaker to foul him. Boy, that's a pretty crossover, right to left.
We talked about the patience of Utah Tech. That time Weber State doing a good job being patient. They're waiting for the offense to come to them. Utah Tech making them work, but it's that offensive rebound that gave them that second chance opportunity that brought Tomley here to the free throw line for his first free throws of the night.
And they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. Beaker picks up his second. Close. Yeah. NBA, no question. So Beaker has 2, Rainwater has 2, and only 2 team fouls on Weber State. 2 for 2 for Tomley. He has 12. Trailblazers up 4. We approach the 4-minute mark here in St. George. Noah Gonzalez back in after about a minute and a half rest. 10 on the shot clock. Bird, a little one-hand runner. No, tipped by Howland off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Vucinic.
Well, sometimes you can be too patient, I think.
And Threet is going to get called for an offensive foul. And Noah, nice job to sell that one. But he did raise up his elbow.
Definitely contact. You can see right here that push and the extension. Easy call for the official.
That wasn't any worse than Kohler's foul elbow on Toby. Timeout, 3:48 left. Trailblazers up 3.
Precision is the result of years of dedicated practice and meticulous training. Each performance is a work of art, achieved through preparation and passion. And your smile is our greatest masterpiece. Let us replace your dentures, damaged or missing teeth with a work of art. Come where dentists go for their extractions and implants. Precision Dental Specialties. Know your worth.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
3:48 left. Trailblazers out in front of Weber State 27-24. And Mike, when you look at the numbers, 3-point shot, Utah Tech 50%, 4 of 8. They normally on the season shoot 27%, so they're well above their average. Weber State 2 of 8, 25%. They're 36% on the year, so they're below average. That's the difference of the ball game here. The 3-point shot. It's a 3-point lead.
Well, Utah Tech leads the WAC in three-point percentage defense. They're only holding opponents to 30% from beyond the arc.
And that's number 1 in the WAC, best defense against the three-point line. And now the scoreboard has 0-0 on it. So we're all having problems here.
Start over.
Clock's running, but still zeros for the scores.
Well, live stats are still good, so we could.
Noah dumps it inside to Howland, and he's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. He's only been to the free throw line 1 time this year. He's 1 for 2. Hadn't had a lot of playing time. When he gets in, it's only about 3-4 minutes. But already he's played 4 minutes here in the first half. 1 for 2 on the year, and that's too hard. And that's been one of the problems for Utah Tech. Free throw line, 65%. Howland's got another one. 0 for 2 for Sammy. The 6'11 senior missed all of last year with a knee injury. Just trying to get back in the groove here. Trying to find his pace for the conference schedule, which begins first week of January.
Well, they need Howland, right?
Yeah.
They need his presence inside. They need his rebounding. And for Coach Judkins, if you've got a guy that size, you've got to get some points.
Vucinic, nice move inside. His second bucket, he has 4. And the Utah Tech lead is down to 1, 27-26. Good defense on the perimeter to guard that pick and roll. They're not getting much space at all. Again, Hutchings nowhere to go, so they'll back up. Miss the 15-footer.
And that's the exact shot. If you're Weber State, that's the shot you want out of the offense. Just kind of out of the offense, just nothing happening. I'm going to pull up and shoot. So good defense there by Weber State.
Burr, a shot blocked by Howland, picked up by Threet. Didn't hit the rim, 15 on the shot clock. Wildcats trying to take the lead here. Down a point. Trailblazer drop back into a zone. Double team out in the perimeter. And knocked away and stolen by Howland. And he calls for a timeout. Oh, but they call a jump ball.
Clock. The shot clock was out. I mean, the shot clock, if anything.
Yeah, they need to look at that shot clock. And I think the official is calling over.
It had to have been a shot clock violation.
Well, they're saying it changed possession. But if it's changed possession, Howland was calling timeout, should have got it.
Yeah.
However, possession arrow on the jump ball goes to Utah Tech with 2 minutes, 2:05 left. Beaker right down or Bird right down the middle short. Gonzalez picks it back up.
And pressure defense again on the perimeter. Nothing coming easy for the Trailblazers.
3 ball is good from the right wing by Britton Barrett. The junior out of Rigby, Idaho, College of Southern Idaho transfer. That's his 8th 3 of the season. 21% from beyond the arc. Big time to have that one. 4-point lead, Utah Tech. Double team on Vucinic on the baseline. Gets it out to Threet. 8 on the shot clock. Threet takes Noah inside. Blocked away by Howland. Offensive foul on Blaze Threet. Swiped away with that left arm. Boy, Howland, what a defensive presence he's been. We haven't seen that all year long, Mike.
Oh, you can see his length right there going to get the ball. He's establishing himself as a rim protector, but
wow.
Could have been free throws.
No, I just think it was a no call. Wow. So that's number 2 on Threet. And so he heads to the bench. Dallin Grant, Utah State transfer, checks in, number 5 for the Trailblazers. He had a nice game against Utah State. Noah Gonzalez, 3 off the mark. Yeah, Dallin Grant had 5 points, 2 rebounds against his old team, Utah State, last Saturday. And we got a loose ball foul on the rebound. And that's going to be free throws for Weber State with 49.5 seconds left. Alex Chu will come in. Vucinic will head to the bench. Sadiq Moore, the 6'5 freshman out of Pasadena, California, checks in for the first time for Coach Duff. Free throw no good, and chase for the rebound. Kohler saves it. Nice job, but nice job by Alex Chu to keep that ball alive. Went right over Dallin Grant, and that's one thing that John Judkins has been preaching. Got to box out. Trailblazers have had problems doing that. Tomley, air ball on the three, and Utah Tech basketball. 29.4 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Judkins wants a timeout to talk about the final shot, and it'll be a 30, Mike.
Yeah, use it or lose a timeout for John Judkins. But, Weber State had a chance there, Rod. They had the ball down, 4 points. Opportunity at the free throw line to cut into that lead. Now an opportunity right there with the possession, come up short. Opportunity to chip in and carry some momentum. I think right now momentum is just as important as points. Teams fighting to see Utah Tech trying to extend that lead. Weber State just trying to find a way to even get that lead going into halftime.
How about Sammy Howland? Only plays 2 or 3 minutes a game. Already he's played 6 minutes, 2 rebounds, a steal, and a blocked shot, and he's affected a couple of other shots as well. And drew an offensive foul on Weber State's main player, Threet.
That's big minutes there by Howland, who stepping in. We talked in pregame, who's going to fill that stat category for Utah Tech with Beon Riley on the bench. Who's going to be that guy that's playing physical, that's being a rim protector, that's doing the little things down low, and tonight it's been Howland.
A little pressure by the Wildcats. Now they'll back off. 25 seconds left. Shot clock off. Trailblazers can work for the final shot. Gonzalez working on Kohler out top. Gonzalez having trouble keeping a handle on that basketball. Now he'll take it inside, and he gets hit. No call. Down to Moore. Puts up the shot. Good on the fast break with 2 seconds left. And that'll do it. So you talked about momentum. Weber State just grabbed it right.
Got to put it on the line with a little bit of urgency and get after it. Weber State left the floor with some momentum. It's up for grabs now in the second half. Starting again here in the second half for Weber State. Threet, Tomley, Kohler, Burris, Vucinic. Starting for Utah Tech. Rainwater, Bird, Beaker, Toby Aribi is back in after missing the last few minutes of the second half, and Noah Gonzalez. And right off the bat, spinning on Aribi is Vucinic, and that's his 6th point of the night. And we're tied at 30. See Weber State knowing where they need to get the point. Great scripted play out of the half. Go right inside to extend that momentum.
Tennessee Rainwater fouled in the act of shooting, and Tennessee didn't play much in that first half, only 7 minutes. He was saddled with 2 fouls. Beaker also 2 fouls for Utah Tech. So Rainwater's going to the free throw line. Scoreless tonight, 2 free throws coming. 61% shooter from the charity stripe this season. And on the board with his first point. Vucinic picks up his first. Only 5 team fouls on Weber State. 17 fouls on Utah Tech in that first half. 1 for 2 for Tennessee. Rainwater.
Got a double-double alert with Vucinic. 7th rebounds, 6 points. Utah Tech back to the zone, switching things.
Threet, nice pass inside to Kohler, and he's hammered as he goes to the glass, and that looks to be on Aribi. And for Aribi, that's number 1 on him. Blaze Threet, the only Wildcat. Well, and now also Bartianen. Those two have 2 personals. As Kohler makes the free throw. That's his first point of the night. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Got 1 more coming. And this will give Weber State the lead with a make. But they get the rebound back and get another crack at it. Right through the legs of Threet to Tomley, and his shot is no good, and we got a foul on Aribi underneath. Second chance opportunities, Mike, for the Wildcats right here in the first minute of the second half, causing problems for the Trailblazers.
When you talk about those things that are not going to show up on a stat sheet, it's things like this: energy, that relentless pursuit of the basketball. We've seen 2 offensive rebounds now inside of a minute for Weber State. So it's toughness, it's energy, and they've brought it in the second half.
Tied at 31. Wildcats can take the lead right here. They do. Kohler, his first bucket of the night, and it's a big one. He has 4. And the Wildcats have their largest lead of the night, 3 points, 34-31. Aribi right down the barrel for a 15-footer. And that's 10 points for Toby Aribi.
A good answer for Utah Tech, right? Going right back at it, still down 1. Weber State's done a very good job to get this lead back. It's up for grabs.
The ball hits Rainwater in the back of the head. If he was looking, he would have had a steal. Kohler. Whoa, what a English on that reverse layup. I thought that had no chance, Mike.
That would put an H on just about every person in this arena right now.
Aribi, and we got a foul underneath as Aribi was having trouble hanging on to the ball, and he got bumped, hit to the floor. Second team foul on Weber State. Coach Steph going to the bench here early in the second half. Chu will come in for Vucinic.
Good minutes, Vucinic. 16 minutes, 6 points, but he's been strong in the second half.
Underneath on the inbound, Bird to Tennessee Rainwater. Trailblazers do that to perfection. 3 points for Tennessee Rainwater.
Big fan of every open bucket is a product of a great screen, and you saw that right there with Utah Tech, and great execution on the inbounds.
Kohler loses it out of bounds. Trailblazer basketball. 8th turnover on Weber State. 5 turnovers for Utah Tech. They lead the WAC with only 11 turnovers per game. Now Trailblazers can regain the lead right here. Noah double team, kicks it out to Bird. He's open for 3, right down the chute. Good. Hakeem Bird, his second bucket of the night. He has 5, and the Trailblazers back out in front by 2, 38-36.
Still shooting a high percentage, 45% from downtown for Utah Tech.
Bird's only a 23% shooter from beyond the arc. Threat, inside, offensive foul. Done that a couple of times tonight, and that's a big one. That's his third personal on Blaze Threet. Averaging 18 points a game, 6 tonight.
Well, as a coach, you start to see trends like that, right? I mean, scouting Weber State, that's something that's going to show up on a scouting report down the road. Teams watching that. That's the second time he was called for it tonight. Making it easy. Those are easy calls for these.
So 3 as Noah Gonzalez, 3-ball good. Noah G for another 3, his third of the night. He has 15. I was about to say 3 goes to the bench at the 16:53 mark with 3 fouls. Let's see how long Coach Steph keeps him out. Behind the back, Tomley, pretty move on Justin Beaker. Now Beaker picks up his 3rd foul. Let's see what Judkins does with Beaker. He'll keep him out there, or make him sit too.
We've talked before about the importance of these 4-minute battles, right? The first 4 minutes of the half, who's going to establish that momentum, who's going to establish, you know, that style of play, and whose adjustments work, and win that first 4-minute battle. Right now, Utah Tech is really doing some good things defensively. They're winning this 4-minute battle with their defense.
Tomley misses the first free throw. Now he's 2 for 3 on the night. It's like Juddy's going to keep Beaker out on the floor with 3 fouls. 1 for 2 for Tomley. He has 13. And Weber State trailing Utah Tech by 4, 41-37. Wildcats were on a 10-2 run. Noah pump fake inside. Tennessee bumped, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Tennessee's been doing a lot of that the last couple of games on the road, taking it to the rim, trying to draw a foul. Now he's got to make the free throws. That's the 4th team foul on Weber State. Rainwater 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. He's a 61% free throw shooter on the year. Has 2 coming here.
Both teams definitely coming out more aggressive. Weber State only called for 7 fouls the first half. Utah Tech only 5. We're definitely going to surpass that in the second half.
Tennessee misses the first free throw. Alex Chu with the foul, and that's going to be first on Alex. 6'11" senior out of England. Rainwater makes the second free throw, goes 1 for 2. He has 4 points. And now Beaker with 3 fouls will head to the bench. Britton Barrett will come in. Barrett hit a 3-pointer in that first half. His only bucket of the night. Trailblazers up 5, 42-37. Chu on the right block, working on Aribi. Back to Tomley, open for 3. Good. Bird tried to hang with him, but Tomley was just too quick, and man, he is lighting up. He has 16. And that's his 4th three-pointer, 3rd three-pointer of the night. Laid down to 2.
Very timely. I mean, he just hits big buckets at big times.
Aribi up and in over Chu. Toby Aribi with 12. By far one of his better games as a Trailblazer. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. Tennessee Rainwater on the steal and fouled, and he'll go to the line. Got to earn 2 more, and the foul's going to be on Burris. That's number 2 on Nigel Burris. 15-12 left here in the first half. Trailblazers out in front of Weber State, 44-40.
WAC Vegas is back. Join us March 12th through the 15th at the Orleans Arena for the 2025 Hercules Tires WAC Basketball Tournament. The best fans, championship basketball, and world-class entertainment all in exciting Las Vegas as we crown our new champions. Tickets will be punched. Dreams will come true. For more information, go to wacsports.com/WACVegas.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate.
Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob?
Worse. Without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
The power of we connects you. It looks after you. It completes your circle. And with Intermountain Health as a partner in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. Because the stronger your circle, the healthier your life will be. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
The Yesco signs out of the game so far. From beyond the arc, the three-point shot. Utah Tech 7 of 13, nearly 54%. And Weber State 33%, 4 of 12. And right now they five all here in the second half. Only played 7 minutes in that first half with 2 fouls. Goes 1 for 2 again. 5-point Utah Tech lead, 45-40. Trailblazers back into a man-to-man. Sadiq Moore inside. It goes to Vucinic, and he has his 8-point lead down to 3.
Great screen by Tomley. He set that screen. You set a good screen as a shooter. You know you're going to be open. That was such a good screen. They didn't need the jump shot. It was just wide open inside.
Barrett. 14.5 to play. Well, they want to get it inside to Vucinic, and they do. And we got a foul. And let's see who they're going to call it on. Hakeem Bird said he grabbed a Wildcat away from the basketball. For Bird, that's number 1. That's the 4th team foul. Let's see if we can see it right here. Yeah, he was kind of tailing Sadiq Moore. Kind of grabbed him. Nice little fadeaway by Burris, and he has 4 points.
The shot clock winding down. Weber State just continuing to pound the ball inside.
1-point lead for the Trailblazers. And Weber State's made 5 of their last 6 shots. We got a foul away from the basketball. Sadiq Moore picks up his first. Beaker back in. Rainwater will take a breather. Beaker has 3 fouls. Blaze Threet, the only other player for either team with 3 for the Wildcats. 22 on the shot clock. Little give and go to Aribi. Pump fake, up and in. Toby Aribi from Justin Beaker.
See that spacing right there. Utah Tech doing a very good job of creating that space that allowed that slip right there on the screen.
Boy, that was a nice spin move on the baseline by Vucinic, and what a second half he's had. He has 10 points, 6 coming here in the first 6 minutes of the second half. Noah step back 3. Wildcats can regain the lead right here.
They've got the ball in the right hands. I mean, Tomley, dangerous.
3 ball off the mark by Burris. Gonzalez quickly down to the other end. Justin Beaker scoreless tonight. No longer Justin Beaker. Up and over the much taller Vucinic. And the Trailblazers out in front by 3.
A big bucket there for Beaker, who just saw the opening. I mean, the lane was there, and he took it strong right to the rim. Got to get the ball in his hands. Vucinic has just been their guy all night. He's been making plays, looking at a double-double.
Tomley takes it in on Noah, and they're going to call a foul on Gonzalez. And for Gonzalez, that's his first. They could have called the foul about 3 or 4 times on that drive. Yeah. They waited until he shot the ball. So Tomley going back to the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 tonight. He has 16 points. Make it 17.
Look at that position. Tomley's just smart, right? There was just nowhere to go, right? You don't foul him, that's a tough shot. Now you put a really good shooter on the line. Tomley's 1 for 2.
You jinxed him.
That's right. I almost said he's going to make him pay.
He averages 12 a game. He has 17 right now. 2-point Utah Tech lead. Bird amongst the tall trees, and he's going to be fouled Boy, that was a shifty little move by Hakeem Byrd, the smallest guy on the floor.
Talk about that momentum again. You've got guys on both sides making plays, and Hakeem Byrd doing a good job of the point guard spot to try to be that playmaker. Noah Gonzalez has been the scorer. He's got 15 points. And how about the stat line for Toby Aribi? 6
That's a nice stutter step by Byrd, by the way.
I was going to say, that sets up plays like this for Hakeem Byrd, who's just real crafty with the ball, going downhill like that. He's a very smart player.
Bartianen picks up his third. And now Utah Tech out in front by 4, 51-47. Tomley running the show at the point guard. Over to Bartianen. Tomley behind the back fader from 15 feet. Did everything but finish. Beaker comes away with a basketball. Up ahead to Gonzalez. Boy, they quickly converge on Gonzalez. Beaker right down the shoot for 3. Justin Beaker, second bucket of the night. He has 5 points, and the lead is 7. Utah Tech timeout, Eric Duff. Trailblazers have hit their stride here in the second half. 11:40 left, 51-47. Utah Tech out in front by 7.
With Domino's Mix and Match deal, you can order any pizza you can dream up. Any 2 toppings on each half, any sauce, and any of 3 crusts. So dream big when you order 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Domino's.
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You find diamonds in the rust to put your own stamp on stock parts, turning metal into murals and detailing every detail. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
What is sport? It's more than fast footwork and pushing through pain. Goes beyond the gym. Through city streets onto the stage. Ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everything.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Big thanks to our producer, Lauren Golden. Another golden effort tonight.
Always.
Weber State basketball. Blaze Threet back in with 3 fouls. Trailblazers on a 7-1 run. They've hit 3 of their last 4 to take a 7-point lead. 6 on the shot clock. Threet inside, right past Noah Gonzalez for 2. Threet now 8 points, first points here in the second half.
Threet didn't panic. That clock went down, and he was just as poised as could be, confident in his ability to get to the rim.
We've had 8 lead changes, and we've been tied 3 times. We got a foul on Weber State. Timeout on the floor. 10:50 left here at St. George, Utah. 5-point Utah Tech lead, 54-49.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It's your job to stock the city, restaurants and rooftops, bars and basements. Every corner store. And when it gets tough, you stay driven. Give it all you got, going non-stop with 20 stops. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Get vibey with it. See me on the decks, we live in the mix. Take it slow, any bad vibes, hit the road. Hit the road.
GNC has all the best flavors to help you crush your wellness routine. Over and over again.
Any bad vibes, hit the road.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Back here in St. George, Utah, Utah Tech with a 5-point lead over Weber State, 54-49.
Oh, you talk about little things, right? Control the things that you can control. For Weber State, their Achilles heel tonight has been turnovers. You know, they average 11 per game, already 10, but it's what Utah Tech is doing with those turnovers, converting points off turnover 16-4. Utah Tech 16 points off those 10 Weber State turnovers in order to six-point game. So those turnovers are proving to be very costly for Weber State.
Alex Chu picked up his second personal before the break. Britton Barrett goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He now has 5. Lead back up to 7. Largest lead for Utah Tech, 8. Largest lead for Weber State, 3.
Utah Tech happy to just come back and sit in the zone for a little bit, try to stop that drive. Street's got the ball in his hands. He can make a play man or zone.
Trevor Henning just checked back in. He's got the basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Burris, 3 ball good. Nigel Burris, first one from beyond the arc. He has 7. That's a big shot. Cuts the lead down to 4. Aribi back in. And he lets it go past him. Turnover. Utah Tech, their 6th. On the reverse, no good, and Beaker comes down with the rebound. Henning got caught up in the air, no place to go. Aribi fighting inside, overshoots the hoop. Well, it's getting physical inside.
It is very
close
physical
to the hoop. Can't be faint of heart there, and Beaker picks up a pretty much a useless foul there, and that's going to be his 4th.
I was going to say for Beaker, it's okay to allow that catch that far off the block, right? He did a good job. He's not going to hurt you with your back to the basket there. Give two credit. He continued to post hard and continue to, even though he was off the block, doing a good job of demanding the attention and causing Beaker to pick up that 4th foul.
Sammy Howland comes in for Aribi. Hunter Skank comes in for Beaker. And now we got a foul.
20 seconds, shot clock.
Oh, yeah, whistle, 20-second shot clock. Now they got it right. Kohler, 3 ball. He's hit a couple. Dyson Kohler now has 9. We got ourselves a ball game. 1-point lead, Utah Tech.
That big shot by Kohler. I mean, he
6-0 run, last minute 15. Inside, Bird can't finish it off, and here comes Threet. Wildcats can take the lead.
They've just been very consistent with what they do. Weber State just getting back to this half-court set where they're very comfortable, get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock, 11. Tomley, 3-ball. Skank comes down with the rebound. 8:40 left, second half. Trailblazers hanging on to a 1-point lead. Allen
inside the circle.
Blocking foul. Where's Henning in the circle?
Looks like it. Took the charge for sure. I mean, he bodied up. He took it, but looks like he was inside right there.
Oh, yeah. By a good foot. Good call by the officials. So Henning will pick up his first. Allen will go to the line shooting 2. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's 1 for 4 on the season. Now he's 1 for 5 on the year from the foul line. 0 for 3 tonight.
In a tight ball game like this, you just can't leave those points at the free throw line. We saw a few games earlier this season, Utah Tech, that was their demise. He's just not able to convert from the free throw line.
Makes that one his first point of the night. Bartianen comes back in, number 8 for Weber State. Vucinic working on Sammy Howland. There was some physical play right there. Call. And then, let's see, Mike, what do you think? Grabbed him right there. Yeah.
Yep.
And then they had a little words. Allen slapped the ball away from Vucinic. So Vasilija Vucinic going to the free throw line. First trip there tonight. 1-1, 17 fouls. Everybody shooting free throws the final 8 minutes and 10 seconds here in the second half.
He's having a great game. Vucinic is just coming off of a career high in points. 1 rebound away from a double-double. He's been big for the Wildcats tonight.
Six on the shot clock. Bird in trouble into the paint. Gonzalez got to get rid of it. 2-1, step back 3. Shot clock violation. Good defense by the Wildcats. Timeout on the floor. We got a good one brewing here in St. George, Utah. 7:38 left, 57-55. Trailblazers on top by 2.
With Domino's Mix and Match deal, you can order any pizza you can dream up. Any 2 toppings on each half, any sauce, and any of 3 crusts. So dream big when you order 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Domino's.
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You find diamonds in the rust to put your own stamp on stock parts, turning metal into murals and detailing every detail. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
What is sport? It's more than fast footwork and pushing through pain. Goes beyond the gym. Through city streets onto the stage. Ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everything.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
With 7:38 left here in the second half, only one player for either team has 4 personal fouls. That's Justin Beaker of Utah Tech. Blaze Threet has 3 for Weber State. And also, Martianen has 3 as well. So Tennessee Rainwater back in for Utah Tech.
Aribi back on the floor as well. I wondered how long he would go before Judkins went.
Threet takes it inside on Gonzalez, lay it up and in. We're tied for 3. Skank, 3 ball, no. Wow, take. Their last lead was about 1.5 minutes in the second half. Yeah. All off the mark by Cannon, but it's back to Weber State. Martianen back up and in. Second chance points. 4 points for number 8.
Talk about little things. I mean, Weber State is just hitting the glass. 27 rebounds, 9 offensive boards. They've really done a good job of crashing the glass.
We're tied at 59. Skank skips it in the corner to Gonzalez. Bird, 3 ball, off the mark. Good job by Kohler to close in and affect that 3-pointer by Bird. Wildcats can regain the lead right here. We're tied at 59, 5:20 left. Threet dumps it off to the big fella, lays it up and in. Vucinic. He has 12, and Weber State back out in front by 2, 61-59.
That's just great poise there by Threet. Let the play develop. He knew it was coming. Vucinic was going to be there. Just waited real patiently and picked up the easy assist.
Skank up and over Vucinic, and that's Hunter Skank's first 2 of the night. We're tied again. 10th tie we've had in this ball game. 61 apiece.
Threet happy again just to walk it up slow. Get this 2-man game going with Vucinic. Wait for the screen. Either side, he's got the roll.
Kohler, offensive foul, good position defense. Hunter Skank. Kohler wants them to review that call. Let's see. I've seen it go the other way, Mike, too. So
true, yeah.
That's just a tough, as good defense, physical play. Now, Martianen will head to the bench, and Tomley comes back in for him.
I was going to say, you know what? I mean, that doesn't hurt Weber State. They're going back with Tomley now. I mean, he was coming into the game anyway, right? I mean, 17 points, 3 for 8 downtown. It wasn't going to be long before he came into the game.
Trailblazers led most of the way here in the second half. Aribi has the ball stolen away, and then we've got a jump ball
possession is Utah Tech.
Yeah. So 4:11 left, Utah Tech basketball. We're tied at 61. There were arms flailing all over the place.
You love the effort on those 50-50 balls, right? A game this tight, tied game, 4:11 to go, loose ball. I mean, it's all out.
Hakeem Bird to trigger the inbound on the right side of his hoop. Oh, almost stolen away. Now it is stolen away. That's just hounding pressure by the Wildcats. They can take the lead here. We're tied at 61, under 4 to play.
We talked about turnovers. Utah Tech only 5 at halftime. They're 7. Those last few turnovers have been very critical to this Weber State. Able to keep this game close.
Tomley, step back, 15-footer, good. Holy smokes, Miguel Tomley. He has 19. Beaker was falling backwards. That was just a great offensive play.
How much you can do about that?
2-point lead, Weber State. And a foul on the screen, and that's going to be on Threet, and that's number 4 on Threet. So Blaze Threet, Justin Beaker, each with 4. And we got a timeout on the floor. 3:24 left. Weber State out in front by 2, 63-61.
Hey, I'm the ranch guy. When I'm not painting fields with ranch, you can find me in my ranch cave. And my choice of ranch? Lighthouse Ranch.
Lighthouse has the fresh flavors and delicious ingredients for a tasty touchdown every time.
I spread the goodness for breakfast, lunch, dinner, second dinner, midnight snack, 2 a.m. good boy treat. Lighthouse in the house.
In the southwest corner of Utah, nestled among the towering walls of Zion National Park, is a place where stunning scenery is your constant companion. Here, 2,400 square miles combine for a vast playground. We are a place to immerse yourself, to lose yourself, to find yourself. We are Greater Zion.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
We got a good one going here in St. George, Utah. 3:24 left. Weber State out in front of Utah Tech, the home team, 63-61. Rod Zundel and Mike Olson here with you. Hope you're enjoying tonight's game. It's going right down to the final moments. Blaze Threet picks up his 4th moments ago for the Wildcats, and he stays in there. Coach Duff's going to keep him there with 3:24 left. Going to the line is Noah Gonzalez. Makes the first one. It's only his 4th point here in the second half. He has 16 now.
Well, if I'm Coach Duff, I'm keeping Threet on the floor as well. I mean, out of the 11 games, he's led them in scoring seven times. I mean, he's been their guy, but tonight it's been Tomley. Tomley, season high 28 against Pepperdine. He's got 19 tonight. That's a deadly combination. You got those two on the floor.
7th time tonight we've been tied, 63. Threet working on Gonzalez inside, and a foul's going to be called on Noah G. That's just tough physical basketball by Threet, and that's what he does best. Nobody's been able to stop him driving to the rack this season.
He just slows it down, and you know he's going to go right. I mean, name a time that he's really hurt somebody going to his left. He's so good and strong at going to his right that even when you know he's going to do it, he's able to finish or draw the foul. So he's got that scores mentality, and he's a big-time player. He's going to cause all sorts of problems in the Big Sky. He's just a tough guard. He's got great poise. You can see his leadership.
Gives the Wildcats a 1-point lead. He has 11. One more free throw coming. Tennessee Rainwater back in. Justin Beaker back in. Vucinic will take a breather for the Wildcats, and Chu will come in for him. So you put 6'11" on the bench. You come back with 6'11". 2-point Wildcat lead. 3 minutes left.
Utah Tech, you've got to find something inside. You've got to attack. There it is.
Bird on the reverse. No, tipped up and in by Aribi. 16 for Toby Aribi. By far his best game as a Trailblazer. The transfer from Washington. We're tied at 65. The 8th time we've been tied tonight. Burris knocked out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to Weber State. 2:24 left. As Aribi had position on Chu, but again, he didn't box out.
Yeah.
You got to box out a taller guy.
Going right back with Vucinic. I mean, he's more of a scoring threat. Chu has only taken one shot, 0 for 1. Vucinic, double-double.
And Chu is a heck of a defensive player. Trailblazers back in that 2-3 zone. They don't want Tomley to beat him outside, that's for sure. 6 on the shot clock. Kohler inside, little fader. Rebound comes down to Bird. We're tied at 65. 2 minutes left. Noah Gonzalez inside from the left side, the right hand. He has 19. Trailblazers back up by 2.
They've definitely got the crowd behind them. But again, Weber State just content to slow things down, work this two-man game.
And let Threet take it inside. And the tip in is good by Vucinic. We're tied again. Vucinic, 10 points here in the second half. He has 14. 67 apiece, under a minute and a half left.
Threet must have heard me say he can't go left, because he went right back to his left hand real quick.
Yep. Tighten up the saddle. It's going to be a rough ride here in the final minute 20. Rainwater to Aribi. 8 on the shot clock. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Vucinic. So Aribi's going to the line, shooting a pair. That's just tough sledding in there for the Trailblazers. Got him with a body. And for Vucinic, that is his third foul. 2 free throws coming for Aribi. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He has 16 points. He's a 57% free throw shooter on the season. Big free throw there. 17 for Aribi. That's a Trailblazer high for him.
7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 block shots.
He's making a big push for our player of the game, right? In and out. And the rebound comes to Vucinic. So it's a 1-point Trailblazer lead. 1 minute left. Here we go. Hang on. Trailblazers back into his zone. Actually, they move into a man-to-man now, Mike.
Switch screens.
8 on the shot clock. Kohler working on Barrett. Loses the basketball. Burris and Tennessee Rainwater bump into each other going to for the ball, and Rainwater's going to be called for the foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. And Mike, that is just so tough. Both players just turning and going to the ball. How do you decide which player you're going to be called for a foul?
That's tough. It's a loose ball, right? Shot clock's going. It's a loose ball. Both guys going at it.
And it was out of control. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's a tough one.
Both guys going for the basketball. So here we go. 39.6 seconds left. Burris at the line, shooting 1 and 1. This one to tie. Got it. 8 points for Burris. He is an 81% free throw shooter.
That's pressure. He answered it. I mean, that is ice in his veins right there. I mean, this crowd has no effect on Burris.
This for the lead with 39.6 left. Got it. Nigel Burris goes 2 for 2. He has 9. And Weber State now on top of Utah Tech, 69-68. Timeout on the floor. And I believe it's a 30-second timeout. Now, Juddy wants to know why that foul was called on Rainwater as well.
He wants him to look at, he wants him to look at that last play. 39 seconds, so you look at this game scenario, right? I mean, 39 seconds, 30 seconds on the shot clock. You're going to draw this up hoping that.
So now the officials are having a discussion on what Juddy wanted. I saw one official shake his head. Sorry to interrupt, Mike.
No, that's it's important.
But I don't know what Judkins wanted a review of. He can't review that foul. It's over and done with.
Yeah. But with right here, I mean, with 39 seconds to go, it's not a hold for the last shot, right? But you're going to hold to try to get it. You've got to score and then rely on your defense. But it can't go too quick. Especially with guys like three.
You just got to get it the first good look. And here comes the pressure for Weber State.
Yeah, make somebody else bring it up.
And it's almost knocked away. Tomley had a hand on it, but the Trailblazers come away with it. Wildcats in a man-to-man. Beaker has the ball stolen away. Trailblazers got a foul. Shot clock off. What a defensive stand by Weber State. Trailblazers have 2 timeouts left, so does Weber State. 20.9 seconds left. Wildcats up 1. And I believe Threet is going to the line.
See, it's kind of hard just to dribble right there through traffic. I mean, there's so much congestion. That's tough to dribble through.
No, it's Kohler going to the line. He 82% free throw shooter. 1 for 2 tonight. Makes that one. He now has 10 points, got another one coming.
That's 3, right?
Oh, sorry, that's 3. Yep. I thought it was a foul on,
I did too.
Kohler, yeah. So that's 3. Well, he's a 73% free throw shooter and makes them both. Big free throws by their leading scorer, Blaze 3. Timeout, Utah Tech. So now 20.9 seconds left. Do you have to take a 3, Mike?
No,
or do you
not
want
at all. I mean, there's still plenty of time. You try to get something quick, then foul. What you don't want to do is waste the time, get the time down, and then jack up a 3 at the buzzer, right? That's the last thing you want. You get something in your offense, try to get going real quick, and then see what can happen and foul. Give yourself some time. Late, there's still, I mean, 20.9 seconds is a long time. But who do you get to? I mean, you look at guys like Aribi. He's having a great game. Both teams in the double bonus.
Well, if you can't get a shot off before 12, 13 seconds, you got to take a 3.
Yep.
And right now, Gonzalez 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Everybody else is just 1 for 2, 1 for 3. So now, actually, Weber State called the first 30-second timeout. Now Judkins and Utah Tech will call another one. They wanted to see who was out on the floor. Alex Chu is definitely going to be out on the floor. He's the defensive specialist.
Yeah, he's
Kohler.
You know, situations like this, I mean, it's, if you can get a good-looking 3, it's not going to be your first option, but you're definitely going to have it as a secondary option. If that first initial play is not there, then you've got to find somebody like Noah Gonzalez, who is your 3-point specialist.
So on the floor for the Wildcats, Tomley, Burris, Chu, Kohler, and Threet. Trailblazers go with Hunter Skank, Beaker, Gonzalez, Bird, and Aribi. They got a couple of 3-point shooters in here. Here they come quickly. Bird across the midcourt stripe. Inside, lays it up and in, but they're going to call it off as a foul is going to be called on Alex Chu. So Aribi's going to the free throw line, and he has 2 free throws coming up here. Got to make them or it's over, unless they get the rebound, right?
Well, it's still one possession game, so even if you miss him, if you can foul. So right now, Utah Tech, what they're looking at is
but
if you're not, who's going to get the rebound? If a guy like Chu gets the rebound, you can foul him right away, right?
Yeah, but you can't rely on somebody else missing free throws.
True.
It depends on who they're going to call. If it's on Bird, that's good news for Utah Tech because he's an 88% free throw shooter compared to Aribi, who's a 57% free throw shooter. So I think Judkins and the Trailblazers sent Bird, the better free throw shooter, out to the free throw line. And now the officials are saying, hang on a second. I don't know if we can see who the foul was on. Foul was on Alex Chu. That's number 3 on him. So, it's going to be Aribi. That's not the player that the Trailblazers would like to have up there. He has 2 free throws coming. Tonight, Aribi's 2 for 4. Trailblazers down 3. Got it. 18 for Toby Aribi. So Chu will come out. Vucinic will come in. Tennessee Rainwater will come in. Beaker will head to the bench.
Offense for defense.
Yep. So Aribi has 1 more free throw coming. He's now 3 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight. This to cut the lead to 1. In and out. Rainwater with a rebound and putback, and we are tied at 71. Ooh. Oh my goodness, Tennessee Rainwater rebounds a missed free throw and quickly put it up and in off the glass. Tennessee Rainwater, part of the Cherokee Nation from the Pacific Northwest. His name is Mighty Warrior. That was mighty fine right there, Mike.
He earned it. You know, if you're one of those Utah Tech assistant coaches, Coach Judd can say, hey, exactly how we drew it up. Miss it, Rainwater, you sneak around, clean it up. Still plenty of time, 14 seconds. Weber State's got 1 timeout and 3 very prolific scores.
Who called that timeout? Or did the officials call that to go over and check on the timing? Yeah, they did. They added about a half a second on the clock. So here we go. We're tied at 71. 14.4 seconds left. Weber State with the basketball and a chance to win it right here. Trailblazers are going to go with full court pressure. And they've got Stone Hutchings comes in for the Trailblazers. Vucinic and Burris. Here we go. 10 seconds left. We're tied at 71. Wildcats could win it right here. 3. Tomley, 3, Tomley for the win! Got it! Game over! Wildcats come into St. George, and Miguel Tomley hits a shot at the buzzer to win it.
They're going to look at it, see how much time's left. He's been their guy.
And Juddy wants he thinks that one of his players was being held. Let's check this out again. He does push no off there, but you can't call that.
Nope.
I mean, it's either 1 or 2/10 of a second.
Yeah, not much. Great execution by Weber State. Get the ball in the hands of the playmaker.
That was good defense by Utah Tech, but that's just a better play from the Wildcats. And Tomley, my goodness, he has 21 points. He's 7 for 15.
Guard on guard screen, right? It was Tomley and 3 at the top. They got what they wanted. They've hurt Utah Tech on that play all night. But that time it wasn't Vucinic that was setting the screen. It was either 3 to Tom. I can't remember who had the ball to start with, but it was that guard on guard screen.
It was 3.
3 had the ball
3
on the
had
screen.
It, and he kicked it over to Tomley, and Tomley just outdueled Noah Gonzalez. 2/10 of a second, really not a chance to catch the basketball and shoot it. You got to do it all in one motion, don't you?
Yeah, Judkins going to use that last timeout. It's
So-
got to be a tip.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it right here. What a game. What a game. We knew this was going to be tight and a battle, and it's lived up to expectations.
Absolutely. Great in-state rivalry matchup between Weber State, Utah Tech. Both teams, execution. I mean, Weber State down the stretch. I mean, they've been solid. Looking at Kohler, 3 of his last 4. Just big-time execution late in the game.
Each team has had 60 possessions. Weber State leads Utah Tech by 2 in points in the paint. Points off turnovers, while Trailblazers advantaged by 6. Bench points, Trailblazers 13-6. So here we go.
If you're Weber
So
State,
you think that you might want to bring in Howland or Pavley, Misech, their 2 tallest guys, but, well, they got to go the full length of the court. So Stone Hutchings will take it out from his end of the court. And wait a second. And now Duff takes a timeout for Weber State. Now everybody has exhausted all their timeouts. And I think this is going to be a 30-second. Well, no, now they're going to move it out to a full.
Well, 0.2 of a second. I mean, you can't catch and shoot. It's got to be a long pass, right? So Weber State had all 5 guys standing right underneath the basket, Utah Tech's basket. Full end of the court, nowhere around, no fouls. He just had them as far away from the action as possible. Something about that play spooked him a little bit, enough to call a timeout.
Well,
it's a communication.
That leaves them open for a half-court shot.
I just don't know.
Now,
0.2.
okay, hold on a second. A week ago Saturday in Portland, Oregon, against Portland State, at shoot-around, Stone Hutchings, 3-quarter court shot, made it. 3 days later at Boise, half-court shot from on the other side of the scorer's table, made it. Last Saturday at Utah State, 3-quarter court shot, made it. He's made 3 straight shots and 3 different cities.
I just don't think with 0.2, it's got to be a tip. I mean, you can't catch and shoot.
Stone Hutchings isn't in there. So here we go. Justin Beaker will throw it in bounds. He's going to roll it.
Yeah.
He runs off to the left side, full court pass, and it hits the scoreboard. And I think they got to replay it.
They do, yeah. It's out of bounds.
And it's going to be Weber State basketball.
0.2.
You know what? If it is a scoreboard, I don't think you should give it to the other team. That's not right. I mean, that's the rule, but that's not a good rule. That's crazy talk. That's it. That'll do it. It's a final now. Weber State comes in and wins this Beehive battle. What a game, 73-71.
Weber State did what they needed to do. They came in, I thought they were the more physical team, and down the stretch, they got their hands on their playmakers, and man, how about the stat line by Tomley? Hey, fantastic game. That combination of Tomley, Vucinic, and Threet, they just too much to handle for Utah Tech tonight.
Tomley, 21 points on 7 for 15 from the floor, 3 of 8. He led the way for the Wildcats. Leading the way for Utah Tech, Noah Gonzalez, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 6 for 12 overall, 19 points. But Toby Aribi, 7 for 10 from the floor, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. But what a game here.